Let's go.
Let's go. We did this bucket and marker here.
Right, I'm sad and blue because I can't do the boogaloo. I'm lost. That's why I sing. Gimme, 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 that.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
This is a
Give me that. Give me that.
Slade
Give me
and
that.
Mayson show.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that thing.
Slade and Mayson
Give me that. Give me that.
49, 40. You're listening to the countdown to the Slade and Mayson show. 45, 44, 43. This is the continued countdown. 41.
We're being professional now.
39.
It's a great way to start a morning, man.
35, 34, 33.
don't understand the power of laughter.
You're listening to the
Last
Slade and
night,
Mayson
I
show.
didn't get to sleep at all. No.
To the Slade and Mayson show. 22. Continuing on the countdown to the Slade and Mayson show.
These are the things that get us popped.
17,
These are a few of my favorite things.
This is our
Like I said, these are the
countdown
things
to
that
Slade
get
and Mayson
YouTube
show.
to like nail
Mama's
us.
got a squeeze box.
5,
Daddy never
4,
sleeps at night.
3,
Do,
2, 1.
Right down the velocity.
Now broadcasting from the Dan Mason Studios, deep in the heart of Virginia. It's the Slade and Mason Show.
She said, I know what it's like to be dead. I know what it is to be sad, making me feel like I've never been born.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason.
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
2, 1. Oh, hi.
Hey, yeah. Hi there.
People are sitting there going, the brand new listening to this and going, what the hell is this?
Yes, I mean it's like, oh, it gets.
We're the
worse
two.
when
We're
you
the two
become-
stooges. We got Curly over there.
Yeah, and I got
and
Larry over there.
Yeah. Actually, more recently, my hair is more like Mo. But anyway, this is the Slade and Mason Show. It's all about you and us. It's like a radio program where we share with you news stories and things we see throughout the week. Tell him to shut up. It's our take on it. Basically, you're hearing things.
Yeah,
and
don't
and
get
we're going.
upset. Again, like I say, this
Yeah.
is nothing like any radio program.
Yes,
We've
it is.
Innovated. We have made it
Oh,
innovative
yeah.
so that it's better than radio.
It is better than
It's
radio.
stronger
Yes, as a
than
matter of
radio.
fact, you would never hear anything like this on the radio. We're just trying to have some fun. Don't take it too seriously. All the music you're listening to is brought to you by Dan Music. Dan Music because, well, quite frankly, we're not going to pay for this start. So we may actually, I think maybe next time we should get AI to write us a song for the Slade and Mason Show. I think that would be great, complete with like lyrics and word. Anyway, we'll get to that. There's a picture from us from 2016 on Instagram. There's one from 2022 on Twitter. Excuse me. Whoa, Freudian slip. There's one from 2024 on Meta, which is Facebook, or Facebook, which is Meta. I'm not sure which one it is. Listen, if you're listening to this music, what? This
man.
podcast. We're not. Are we lyrical?
Nope, don't do it. We'll get popped.
All right.
Get this email saying you violated
Yeah, I
35
know.
policies.
We've pulled your video because if you're enjoying what you're listening, please subscribe, leave notes, tell your friends, talk to your psychiatrist, enjoy what you're listening to. We're just here to have fun and share it with you. And as always, we're brought to you by Icy Something, Icy Treats. Well, Mr. Slade, good morning. Hey, by the way, this is our last show for the next couple of weeks.
Because hopefully by the time we return,
Yes.
this side of the coin will be able to see
Yes.
clearly without having to have to use all these doggone microscopes or what are they called?
Magnifying glasses.
Magnifying glasses. Yeah, it's like I have two at my disposal right now.
Yeah. So
One that I'm gonna have to use for again, but I mean it's like after 2 long years, I'm gonna finally do it.
yeah.
Again, and I gotta tell you, people, I am absolutely terrified.
Nah, you're gonna be fine. They give you a little bit of like, I don't feel that bad, and then they go in, they do your eye thing. Hey, so the great thing is, you won't need a CE on your dog. That's great. I love. Where we'd keep that damn German Shepherd in your place, I have no idea. Oh my gosh. But June 15th is when we will be returning.
Wait a minute. June 15th?
Yes, because this is the first. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
that's
right.
the other thing. My partner completely lost his mind. He's like, well, Friday was the last day of the month. And I said, no. This is I had to do the whole 30 days. September, April, June, and November.
You see, this is
He's off
of the life I live, because I'm doing things in advance.
Yes.
And
this is
caught in the present.
Remember, this is the guy who does like a 3-hour show in the morning. It posts it like at midnight, but panics and gets up at 2:00 in the morning thinking he has to do the show again, all over again, to do the next day for the same day. It's like, dude, set a fucking alarm and call it a day. Do you have an alarm clock? Do you set your alarm?
No, I don't set an alarm.
There you go. That's your problem. I set my alarm every flipping day.
No, I don't want to get dependent on that, because I did that. Again, I did the 2:30 thing.
Yeah.
I wake up about because I go to bed so early. I wake up about 11:45, sometimes as late as 12:15. I get up, I come in here, I upload the program, and then I go back to bed.
Wow. So pee and post. Got it. All right. So
anyway,
that's
it. There it is. There you go. You got the perfect formula there, man. So we'll be back on the 15th.
We will be back on the 15th. That is right. That's a Sunday. Oh my gosh. I'll be taking some time off, and JD's going to go get his eyeball fixed. Just one at a time. They do one at a time.
Yes, I know. It'll be like this one on Tuesday, and then a month from now they'll do the left eye.
Nice. It'll be nice. It'll be a beautiful thing.
Well, now I'm told that I'm going to see something miraculous.
Yes. I've been, like, I talk to people, my customers were my regular job, and they're like, he is just going to be like blown away. He's going to have eyes of an 18-year-old. I said, that's going to be a problem, because he's going to be
follow.
These guys' eyes following an 18. Yeah, look at that pretty girl. Okay.
Yeah, I got eyes of an 18-year-old and the body of a 113-year-old.
Oh, we'll talk about that too. All right. Hey, Mr. Slade, Mr.
J.D. Slade.
Master of industry. Just like Saul Rabinowitz. Hey, got a question for you.
Oh, hey, yeah, you. Yes, sir.
You with the
mo haircut
and the corncob hat. So do you have for us? Woo.
Oh.
I can't even get this done. Do you have a smo? Do you have a Sunday morning observation?
Well, it's interesting because
no, it's not interesting.
My losing days and not knowing what days it is really kind of scary.
It's okay. But you're not alone. We'll talk about that as well. But go ahead.
Good. Thank you. You're going to justify all this.
Oh, yes, I will.
But here, look, June is here, baby. Mm-hmm. Let the madness begin. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages who haven't sweated through their socks yet, let me be the first to tell you, June is here.
Yep.
And I hope that you brought sunscreen, patience, and bail money, because we're about to have more fun than, is legally allowed in 17 states and a few Canadian provinces. You know that moment when you step outside in June and your thighs stick together instantly?
Yeah.
That's not sweat, my friends. No. That's joy. That's the sticky, glorious promise of summer slapping you right in the face and yelling, "Let's go!" And I, for one, am ready. We're talking of barbecues, fireworks, pool parties, sunburn shaped like ironic tank top. We're talking about, the kind that makes you question all your life choices while also holding a popsicle in one hand and a corn dog in the other.
Yeah.
You think we're just going to coast through June quietly? Oh, no. June isn't a month. It is a full contact sport. June grabs you by the flip-flops and says, hey, you will party. You will overcommit to events. And you will end up in someone's Instagram story doing something you'll deeply regret by September.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with the weather. June weather is wild. It starts off all innocent, 72 degrees, birds chirping, flowers blooming. You think it's going to be a chill month. Give it a week, and suddenly it's 97 degrees with 120% humidity, and you're out there trying to pretend that you're enjoying your cousin's graduation party while your back is sweating like a politician at a press conference.
That's right.
No, I'm fine. This is great. I love melting like a human candle next to a mosquito-infested pond. Well, Karen's potato salad ferments in the sun. Just June things. And speaking of graduation parties, June is like the Olympics of awkward small talk. You're going to see people that you haven't talked to in 10 years, and you'll have to pretend that you remember their kids' names and what pyramid scheme that they're selling now. Oh, wow, Sheila. You're still doing essential oils, huh? That's fantastic. I had no idea lavender could smell like a transmission.
Yeah.
Okay. Then there's the summer vacation planning. Oh, sweet, naive June traveler. You thought you were just going to book a flight and relax? June travel is chaos wrapped in a sun hat. Every airline is overbooked. Every hotel is undercleaned, and every beach is overcrowded with 40,000 other people who had the exact same idea. Well, you finally get to the beach, unpack your towels, crack open your cooler, and boom, a seagull immediately dive bombs your sandwich. Well, like it's a Navy SEAL training.
Yeah.
That bird scared of you? That thing's been stealing Cheetos since 23. And you know what? It's got battle scars and zero remorse. And let's not forget pool parties. There's a cultural difference. Pool parties. There's always that one guy who takes Marco Polo way too seriously, like he's auditioning for the Olympic synchronized drowning team. And when you get started on the sunscreen roulette, either you miss a whole chunk of your shoulder, or you end up so slippery that you could enter the witness protection program just by sliding into a shadow. And here's the thing, everything in June is somehow both a celebration and a competition. Weddings, gender reveals, backyard carnivals, everyone's trying to outfun each other. You show up with a cooler and a lawn chair, and someone else rolls in with, well, a rented mechanical bull, a smoke machine, and a taco truck. Well, calm down, Jessica. We just came to watch the fireworks, not Coachella in your driveway.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, and the fireworks. June means it's almost 4th of July, which means people are already warming up, because why wait until Independence Day to start blowing stuff up when you can practice every single weekend until then?
Yep.
I'm convinced that some folks just treat June like it's DIY pyrotechnics month. And you get Uncle Randy out there with a Roman candle in one hand and a beer in the other, yelling, "Hold my ribs, I got this." And you know, the backyard's on fire, the dog's under the couch shaking like a leaf, and Aunt Susan is live streaming the whole thing on Facebook while yelling, "Freedom!" All right, let's talk about fashion. June is the one month where everyone simultaneously forgets how to dress. People just start throwing stuff on like it's a clearance bin on at Goodwill. Man, you got socks with sandals, tank tops with weird quotes like "Grill Daddy" or "I flexed and the sleeves fell off." And women, God bless you, try to look cute, but it's 104 degrees and your makeup is melted down your face like a Picasso painting. By the middle of June, we all look like we've been fighting off bears with tiki torches and regrettable tattoos. Oh, and the festivals. Oh, yeah, every town's got one. Watermelon festivals, crawfish festivals, tomato flights, lawnmower parades, you name it. And it's happening in June. No matter how weird the theme is, some town in America is probably having a cheese curd jubilee, and folks are showing up like it's Woodstock. Yeah, you ever see 700 people try to line dance in cowboy boots on a gravel parking lot next to a funnel cake?
Not good.
That's the spirit of June right there. Injuries, sugar highs, and line dancing under a sky of questionable fireworks. And if you have kids, you're really ready for it. Your school's out, which means that every parent is about 2 Capri Suns away from a full-blown nervous breakdown. You try to plan wholesome summer activities, but after 3 days of I'm bored, you're like, here's a garden hose and a bag of marshmallows. Go invent something. But despite the sunburns, the bug bites, the sweaty hugs from people you hardly know, and the tragic overuse of inflatable yard furniture, I gotta say, June is magical. Because June is the month where we'll all remember what it feels like to be a little wild, a little spontaneous, a little sun drunk, and happy for no good reason other than, hey, it's summer and yeah, we're alive. It's the month where the beer's always cold, the music's always loud, and the good times roll whether you're ready or not. It's a chaotic, wonderful, sweaty moves and a sweaty mess of cookouts, bad decisions, and great memories. So buckle up, folks. June's not just knocking at the door, it's kicking it in, cannonballing into the pool, and then asking, who brought the margarita mix? And if you're not ready to have a ridiculous amount of fun, then I suggest you stay inside where the air conditioning and a prayer, because the rest of us, we're out there living, baby. Ho-ho!
There we go. Now, here's the scary thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just given you some of the worst parts of June, and now to make it even worse, we find out that artificial intelligence is going to have its sticky finger in everything we do. And keeping his eye on AI is our AI reporter, Mr. Dan Mayson.
Well, thank you, JD. Now, you mentioned the fact that you kind of lost a day. Can you imagine losing a year?
No.
Yep. Apparently, Google's AI argues, has shouting contests with people when they're saying, hey, I need some information for this year. What year is this? Oh, it's 2024. No, man, actually, it's 2025. And AI will argue with the user up and flipping down. No, you are completely misinformed. It is May 23rd, 2024. Has no clue at all. So that's okay. Let's see. So a couple of things with the AI. You're I don't know if we're allowed to talk about this, but you have requests for music for educational purposes. Not wink,
Yeah.
not wink. I actually went into my little chat bot and said, hey, I keep seeing videos, but I'd like the audio. Here's a Python script. That's it. All done. All right. Now, also, before the show, I said, hey, wouldn't it be cool if I could have like a plug-in for my software so that I could have the word anti-disestablishmentarianism and have it start with letter A being 2.5 font and finishing up on 72 font? And it said, oh, here's a script for that. You could plug it into your software. I did that like nanoseconds before we got on the air. It's scary. All right. Also, AI longevity experts indicate that we will have full-blown actual
Anarchy.
like having conversation with hey, here's the project, go do this type of thing, AI by 2029, and by 2050
I'll be dead, so it won't matter.
maybe not. That's the deal.
Oh, no lie, that's right. It's like they're gonna
Apparently they're going to find a way to upload you into a network, so don't worry about it. It's all good. Also, Google, you remember Google, the one who couldn't figure out what year it is? They have very quietly released an AI app that you could download and run locally. You don't have internet connection to it, so that's not a problem.
Like I say, you're not going to have internet connection to use that AI, huh?
What could possibly go wrong? I don't understand anything's going on here.
Like
Now,
I said, remember, like I said, we made it smart, and it just outsmarted us.
all right, and here we go. The top 10 easy ways to make your life wonderful using AI. Number 1, summarization. Who wants to read all that long crap? Finding positive news in a world of crap. Cooking.
Finding
AI.
truth.
Yes, justice on the American way. So AI will also recommend suggestions for cooking if you give it a list of ingredients and what their picky eaters are having. So you can also integrate AI into cars. So, if you don't want to do the driving, and I mean, how bad could it be, right? There you go. Hold
Dan,
on.
Dan.
Yeah.
You know, I have brought this up before,
Yeah.
and I still stand by it.
Yeah.
You know, again, we're going to have these flying cars.
Well, they're out there. They're just damn ugly. Number 5.
Well, the thing of it is, though, is that, like I say, a crash on I-95 is pretty brutal. A crash 1,000 feet up is even worse.
That's the bad one. That comes down in bits and pieces. Number 5, it'll let you do positive things. It'll let you think about new hobbies and parks and coffee shop and let you stress less about social media. Number 6.
AI, maybe?
That's right. Number 6 will be AI virtual assistants like Siri and Google Assist and Cortana. That'll help you deal with your daily appointments and what have you, reminders. Now, also, you can have it do like learning experiences. Like, hey, I want to learn X, Y, and Z. It will find those courses for you in LinkedIn programs and YouTube videos and push you through there. Also, further to that, number 8, you can use AI as a tutor. So it teach you like how to do your homework problems, like actually doing the homework problems. So,
I'll tell you, I don't mean to pee on your parade, man.
Yeah.
But it's like, look, it's like, it sounds to me because 20 years ago, I could do all those things and I didn't need AI.
Yeah.
I did a little bit of legwork, a little bit of research, but I mean, it's like, again, I got the answers. And I'm telling you, if you don't use muscles, they will atrophy.
That's correct.
And the brain is the biggest muscle you got.
That's right.
And the more you allow ChatGPT to take care of you, the less you're going to actually be able to grow and expand. And these are the things that I worry about, because what I'm seeing is I see a stupid generation coming.
And I have 2 more.
Oh my God, like there's not enough. Go
This
on.
was the top 10. So number 9, use it as a financial planner for budgeting. What could possibly go wrong? And number 10, professional advancement. So AI can identify skill gaps, recommend courses, automate tasks, and provide real-time data for
Meanwhile,
decision
it
making.
is stealing you
boosting
blind
career.
because it's got all your financial information.
So don't worry, boys and girls. AI is coming. It's going to be your best friend.
Once again, I say to you, be afraid.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right. So
now that we scared the bejesus out of everybody,
yep.
Let's make it funny.
Well, apparently there is now a new blood test. Oh my gosh. Researchers. Are you guys just bored to tears? Anyway, apparently what they did was they did a research.
Their jobs.
They did a research where they said, hey, if we give people ultra processed food for like 2 weeks, and then we take those same people and we put them on non-processed food for 2 weeks, can we tell the difference? So sure as donuts, they did a test with about 20 people, and they were able to find out through a little marker in your blood as well as in your urine. And they can identify whether or not you're eating junk food or not eating junk food, and whether or not you're eating healthy or not eating healthy. It's getting so bad, now I have to hide my pee. Okay? Now. That's
yes,
it.
sir. Anybody who asks me for a sample, they can forget it.
Yeah.
I can't pee. Sorry.
Yeah. So I don't understand the logic behind that, but
I don't understand. I don't understand why you cannot see the destructive force that we're heading into.
Well, it is interesting
that we've already lost control of. We don't have any control over this.
It's funny because I do listen to another podcast. Yes, that's right, boys and girls.
How dare you?
Yes, I listen to other podcasts. And the one, they had a fellow on from Instagram. I guess he created Instagram from scratch. And he went on to work on Anthropic. That's another AI company. But they talked about the fact that these kids are coming out of college. They have degrees in
dead languages.
Basically programming. They have degrees in programming, and those entry level jobs like, hey, go build a UI that looks like this and has green buttons. Okay, great. The problem is, I can hand that to AI and have it done. What I just told you before we got on the show here. I just had an idea. I said, "Hey, I wonder if I can do it." It just wrote all the code for me. It wrote all the code for me.
Like I said, that's the give and take that I have with this, because, like I say, it has got the capabilities of just doing my outrageously standard things for mankind.
Yes,
but unfortunately, it also has been built in with frailties.
Yeah. Well, that's the gist of it. Look, I still equate it to when the emergence of the computer came on board. Okay? Just embrace it. It's going to be a part of our lives. Yes, there are going to be people in the punch card business who are going to lose their job. I won't need Zeke, who's down in the basement of Prudential Insurance, picking up large swaths of cards and putting them into a machine to make them go. Say, hey, Zeke, can you put this in alphabetical order and then put it by age? Yep, it'll be about 4 days. I'll get the job loaded for you. No, you open up Excel spreadsheet and you go click, click, all done.
Dano,
that's where we're headed.
There again, that's where we're headed, which means that we are about to go into stages of unemployment unknown in the history of man.
We'll see. Because
you're going to put a lot of people out of work with all that easy ChatGPT stuff.
That's right. Hey,
when I was a youth.
Yeah.
I was playing my what was it? It was my Atari. No, what was it?
Yeah.
The 2600.
2600. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And it's like, and I'm sitting there playing one day, and I'm thinking, man, if you can find a way to repair these machines when they go bad, you could have a mint. Yeah. Well, guess what? I didn't act on it. I just said, oh, well, okay, there's that idea.
Yeah.
Well, then video game repair businesses went through the roof.
Yep, they have. You can make a pretty penny. Yep.
And so, again, and every new system, and every year I see there's a new system. And I think, well, what that is called is a missed opportunity. But had I had ChatGPT, I probably would have gone ahead and done it, because it would have told me to go and do it.
Yeah, well. Anyway, but look, here's the important thing. Now, in 4 years, here's a prediction. In 4 years, we will go back in time. That's right. Scientists say, scientists, all those guys. Hey, you know them people? Yeah, them's is scientists. They said we will now go back in time in 4 years. And what that means is for every year that we live, we will extend our life 1 year, 4 months. That means.
So now let me see. If I'm 70, it's like I get every 4 years, I got 15 4 years, 16 4 years. So I got 16 extra years.
Yeah, but then now remember, those years now compound on top of those years.
Yeah.
So now you got that on top of that. So there's like 17
now
years.
You're talking about it being 88.
Yeah, and then of course now you've lived to 88. That means now you're going to live to 90. And then
doesn't end. Oh God!
And then when you live to 90, you're going to be 115 to 120. And then when you're 120, well, that's going to bump you up to 160.
Well,
and then when you're 160,
here's the thing. I mean, I don't mean any harm. I really don't. But have you taken a look at the average 100-year-old?
It's not pretty. It's not pretty
at all.
No. But that's the deal.
And depending on your nationality, it can really be tragic.
But especially if they were cigarette smokers for 28 years.
Do you remember the woman who had all those plastic surgeries so that she could look like a cat?
Yes. She's not with us, by the way. She's
dead. Yeah, she is gone.
Yes.
I mean, it's like, but I'm thinking,
can you imagine her living to 150?
She looked like a pumpkin head.
Yes, with a leather bag over her face. So
and little squinty eyes. So I mean, but there again,
the technology's coming.
To be 160 years old, huh?
They're actually predicting like 1,000 years. But Here's
Oh, man, but here's the thing. Now, wait a minute. Your bones are going to change.
No, that's good. That's on my other story. So apparently you can use vitamin D3 to prevent that from happening. And people are not getting enough vitamin D3 in their system.
And I have a script. I'm supposed to take 2,000 tabs of vitamin D3 a day.
And how many do you take?
I haven't taken any in a while.
Well, then you're going to die.
Thank goodness for this break.
Well,
We will return to the
what do you say to that? Bye.
Today in history, June 1st, 987. Huge Carpet is elected King of France, and he... What? Oh, it's Capet. Oh, Huge Capet. Oh, not a carpet. Oh, never mind. 1533. Anne Boleyn is crowned Queen of England. This, of course, before she was beheaded. 1831. James Clark Ross discovers the magnetic North Pole. Wasn't too difficult. Had a big old pile of paper clips and washers stuck there to the ground. 1910. Robert Falcon Scott's South Pole expedition leaves England. I guess he's looking for a pile of paper clips too. 1980. The cable news network CNN begins broadcasting. That brings us the 24-hour news information channel. Coffee production spikes. And finally, 1990. George H.W. Bush and Mikhail Gorbachev sign a treaty to end chemical weapon production. Ooh, that was funny. I'm Dan Mason, and that's June 1st.
Don't waste your time going to Mackey's or Brimley's. You'll wind up having to go to the dunny for 20 minutes after eating. Their meat can be a dead dodgy. Plus, you'll be risking needing to take a sickie. If you're looking to get your evening tea, you need to set your eyes on a Joey burger from Pouchies, fresh from the Outback. Pouchies. We don't like to call them roadkill. We like to call it nature's reclamation. We have spotters all throughout Australia, spotting a downed boomer or flyer within moments of getting hit by a Yuri. The roos are dropped into a giant-sized stubby holder packed with ice, and then add to our facility for processing. The meat is lean, delicious, and really good for you. So if you're ready for the best tasting burger that'll have you returning to us faster than a twice-chucked boomerang, come on down to Pouchies for an amazing Joey burger. Fresh from the road? Come on down to Pouchies. You'll be glad you did.
Thanks to you boys. That's the big Ronnie and his
Now we
minstrels.
turn you to the Slade and Mayson Show.
I tell you, boy, you really do have some taste there, buddy.
Hi, I'm J.D. Slade.
I'm Dan Mason,
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
All right. Well, that was what sounded like a Harold Lloyd background music. It was actually Smiles by the Rock Candy Mountaineers in the key of F with a metronome rate of 126, in case you're interested, in commemoration of that being Smiles being today National Smile Day. So you're supposed to smile at people, and hopefully we're bringing a smile to your face because we're having fun.
We're nuts.
I mean, what the hey, man? It's all good. This portion of the Slade and Mayson Show is brought to you by Icy Something Icy Treats, and it's all about my buddy Sheila and her husband Al, who just celebrated their anniversary.
How you doing?
Stop it. Stop it.
I got to say hi to my baby every week.
Oh, God.
You
You're
never
creeping
find
me
me.
out, man. You're creeping me out. Oh, my gosh.
Well,
But,
see, now people are going to be drawn. The dudes are all going to be drawn to go, oh, I got to see what this woman look like. You hear that guy in there?
yeah, about that. All right. Anyway.
A big dude, though, fellas.
That's right. All right. Now, they're going to be at the food, or they are at the food culture. Let's see. Event, updated event, Springfield Mall. Oh, June 27th at 1 p.m. They will be, starting Friday, they'll be at the 3-day Food and Culture Festival at Springfield Mall. That's here in Virginia.
Wow.
Now, what is we talking about?
We is talking about just something for your mouth that's absolutely orgasmically delicious.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is Icy Something Icy. And so it is my buddy Sheila, and what they did was they got a big red truck and they outfitted it with these ice shredding machines, and basically it's shaved ice. It's just beautiful shaved ice like you get from the islands, but they brought it here to the States. So you come up, you order what you want. They got about 42 different flavors going on with it, and they'll take your payment, and then Al will go over there and he'll build up that delicious treat for you, and then you'll grab a hold of it and you will just be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. How delicious.
I got an interesting idea, Dano.
Yeah,
Listen, we're going to take a couple of weeks off here. Yeah. Maybe on our return, maybe be able to get Sheila on the program.
Or maybe we could take a road trip.
Or maybe we could take a road trip.
Yeah, how cool would that be?
There you go.
2.5 hours with me in the car. I think you just about die. Well, listen, if you're looking for a really special treat, they have a website. Let me tell you more about them. You can reach out to them. They're at 804-617-8827. And essentially, if you have a birthday party, if there's a corporate event or fundraiser or something like that, you're a nonprofit, you're looking to get people involved, give them a call at 804-617-8827. They're also on the internet. They're at www.iceySomethin.
Leave off the G, for goodness sake.
ICEY.com. Get it? ICSomethingIcy.com. They're available on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere you have internet access. They're even on Facebook and the internet. And they're on Facebook. And they're on Instagram, and they're on Facebook and Instagram. Did I mention Instagram and Facebook? Did I mention those two? And not only that, but you can call them. And you go, give them a call at 804-617-8827. Again, 804-617-8827. That number once again, 804-617-8827.
You'll be damn glad you did.
That is true. That is true. Let's see. Today is National Smile Day. What else we got coming on?
What are you going to be doing for 2 weeks? I mean, I know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be training my eyes to see again and working on being able to see things that I haven't been able to see properly for a while.
I have a buckload of projects I need to get accomplished. First off, I am going to go up to New Jersey. I'm going to grab my diggity dog and stick it in the van, and I'm going to drive up to New Jersey to visit my sister. Here's the challenge. my dog is deathly afraid of linoleum, hardwood floors, highly polished
wall to wall, huh?
highly polished concrete, so she can't go into Home Depot. And guess where my sister is living? It's a converted institution. Yeah, basically. And she shows me a picture of the corridor leading down to the elevator, and it's just this like 190 feet of long of linoleum floor. And I said, "What about your room? Linoleum floor." It's like, okay, we'll figure this out. So,
so you're going to have quite an adventure when you get back.
It'll be exciting. It'll be exciting. I can't wait. I haven't seen my sister in a long time, man. You know.
And so, and let's see here. How many cars are you going to fix over this couple of weeks?
So I've got parts coming for the Ford. Okay. So it's funny you should mention that because I have the F-150 and I'm, back and forth between the park and back, and that's about it. That's all I use it for on occasion. And then I come out and I go, man, that lens looks really clean. Oh, the lens is gone. Okay. That's why I can see that bulb so well. The lens just dropped. It just dropped. Like, what the heck? Now I have to take the Ford in for state inspection by the end of the month. So I figured, all right, I'll order the part. So I ordered it on Amazon. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that'll be here tomorrow. That'll be one of my other projects with the car. Speaking of cars, when you're out and about and you're driving to and fro, make sure you know what you're doing. So a rescue team came out and addressed a situation. This is out in Nevada somewhere, I guess it was. I don't know where this was. I could double check the story. But anyway, made a call, 911. Oh, there's this dog. Someone abandoned the dog on the side of the road. Please come. So animal protection came over right away. Looked at the mile marker where the lady was talking about. Got there, and it wasn't a dog. It wasn't a dog.
What tail was it?
No, it was a tiger. It was a white albino tiger with black stripes. Wait, not only that, but it was a stuffed animal white tiger. So boys and girls, before you hit that 911, do the world a favor and
you see, but there it is. We've indoctrinated people. If you see something, say something.
That's right.
Whether you looked at it or not.
The poor dog is stuck on the side of the road. We need to use psychics for the Ford to see. Ooh, the poor little puppy dog.
Yes. I was going to say, well, let me see. I have to do something here. Hold on. You to say something interesting for a minute or so.
All right. So the other thing about JD is he's No. Just kidding. Let's see. What are we going to talk about here? Okay. So apparently scientists have come up with this amazing new technology for achieving energy breakthroughs. And what they've done is, as the system is ready to make the microparticle go towards another microparticle, which would then generate the extra energy, they needed to use some type of algorithm that made it stay on track. And what they did was they turned to video games. So video games have already built this algorithm, like when you're shooting something or you're targeting something, that it will actually deviate and detect where the collision is about to take place. So that's what they've done. They plugged it in, and now we have collision detection like in video games. Is that exciting?
No, but it's like I did find out what I wanted to know. Again, lost 3 greats this past week.
Oh.
Rick Derringer, Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo. Let me see here. The other one was this
Here's
one was
JD.
Loretta Swit.
Yep, Loretta Swit, 87. Yep.
Again, and that one was a hard pill to swallow because, like I say, again, I liked Hot Lips Houlihan. So again,
Who's the third?
It's just I forgot who the third one was.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what drugs will do to you.
Yes,
Remember, stay away from drugs. This has been a public service announcement of the Slade and Mayson Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, while I try and rack my brain to figure out who has passed away this past week, how about let's see, Loretta Swit, Rick Derringer, let's see here, Micah. Oh, I know who. One of the funniest group of people that I've ever met, the Robertsons.
Huh?
Duck Dynasty. Phil Robertson.
Phil Roberts.
The Patriot.
Never watched it.
Well, that's because you don't listen to country music either, so that's not surprising.
That's true, too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you, every week I make it my business to find out what the fast food industry is trying to shovel down our gullet this week. And here are some of the most talked about fast food menu items and changes from the past week that have sparked controversy or disappointment among customers.
Yeah.
All right. KFC's all drive-through experiment backfires. KFC tried, their trial of AI-powered drive-through assistance in Australia faced backlash after a viral TikTok video showed the AI misinterpreting a customer's order. Repeatedly adding barbecue dips instead of a barbecue slider. Customers expressed frustration over, miscommunication and concerns about job losses for young workers, while KFC stated that, the customers can opt to speak to a human employee. The mixed reception raises questions about the practicality of AI in drive-thrus. Here you go. These are the things that you don't tell us about when you do your AI report, buddy.
Yeah, it's old.
Costco Combo Calzone disappoints people. Costco reintroduced its beloved combo pizza in the form of a combo calzone, featuring all the traditional toppings folded into a calzone. However, many fans, they reacted negatively, citing its overcrowded and overcooked appearance and dryness, and suspecting that the calzones are pre-frozen, while some praise the calzone for its taste and value. Just goes to show some people don't care what they eat.
Yeah, you just got to deep fry it.
There you go. It's like, while the majority remained dissatisfied, viewing it as a poor substitute for their beloved pizza. McDonald's wrap removal sparks a, outrage. McDonald's discontinued its popular chicken bacon Caesar wrap, introduced in summer 2023 as part of a regular wrap rotation.
Yeah, I thought they just brought that out.
Aimed at keeping the menu fresh.
Oh.
The decision disappointed many customers, some of which voted their frustration on social media. This movement follows a pattern of McDonald's removing and reintroducing items in recent years.
Man, that's really annoying because I was planning on doing a colonoscopy, and that would have been the perfect thing to get things going.
Oh, no. Well, I have an answer for you. Taco Bell.
Yay!
Taco Bell fans are upset over the menu changes. Taco Bell revamped its Cravings value menu, introducing new items like cheesy enchilada burrito and the 3-cheese chicken flatbread melt. However, the overhaul led to the removal of such favorites as the Chipotle Ranch grilled chicken burrito and the veggie Fiesta veggie burrito, leaving many customers disappointed. Well, the company stated that, the removal is intended to create space for new items.
No, you know what they did? They got rid of the meats and the vegetables and gave you cheese.
It's filling for you. Hey, McDonald's prices are under fire. A McDonald's customer expressed outrage over a significant price hike on a McDonald's burger ordered through DoorDash, which surged from $3.99 to $13.89. And that's after accounting for delivery fees, taxes, and a tip. This incident reflects broader frustration with fast food affordability nationwide. In response, McDonald's has rolled out budget-friendly deals like the $5 meal deal and McValue meals to address customers' concerns. Yeah, sure. Listen, these recent developments highlight the challenges fast food chains faith in balancing innovation, customer satisfaction, and affordability.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, they're failing miserably, and so I want to congratulate them. And next week, I know, or I guess on the 15th, I'll make sure I store them up. Then I'll have plenty of garbage to tell you about the fast food industry. But beware, be afraid, be very afraid of Ronald. Yeah.
Get yourself an egg and beat it. So, did you know DoorDash, Uber Eats, those guys, these multinational corporations are not making a dime?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yep. I know it seems weird.
Yes, it does.
But they are basically taking the money and throwing it back into the technology, hopefully to make more money. Meanwhile, the people at the restaurants hate DoorDash. They hate Uber Eats.
Because it's like that's keeping people from coming into their slush pools.
Well, that's the other problem. But not so much traffic, but more the fact that, it's a lot of work, right? Now they have to have a separate section just for pickups for DoorDash and Uber Eats and the others. You have to have a separate system that you have to plug into, and you have to pay a subscription for that on top of that. I don't know if you know this.
No, I didn't.
It's a monthly subscription to have the opportunity to have a DoorDash connection, to have an Uber Dash connection, to have there's like 5 or 6 different systems.
Yeah,
So
well, I'll tell you what, Sheets make sure that they got them all.
Yep.
I mean, again, and I understand
Wawa as well.
We're going to get a Wawa in Culpeper, and
Yeah.
it's like, and I can't wait because I love Wawa.
Yeah, but that's the deal. So they have to pay. That comes at a corporate level. So corporate can afford that. But the local places like Bob's Delicatessen or the local pizza joint like Maria's. Anyway,
Yeah.
I won't get into that. But they have to pay cash money for those. Whether anything gets ordered or not, they're still paying for that subscription. And then on top of that, you have to deduct like 15 to 20% off the bill because now that $8 burger is now costing like $15.
Well,
So
like
they
I
have to
say,
charge
the
$15.
$3.99 burger became at $13.99.
That's exactly what's happening. That's what's hot. So the local McDonald's are going, no. That's fine. We can have it to DoorDash, but I'm not selling that burger for $3.95. It's going to be $18.95 just to make, and they're still not making money on it because they're paying for these apps on top of it. So I don't know if it's such a great idea.
See, and I don't, I'm sorry. I'm just not so, I'm becoming more and more like Dan Mason every day.
Yeah.
I cannot see the sense in paying, $18 for a $3 burger.
Right.
I cannot make myself believe that I should do that.
I go into the Domino's app and like once a month I'll order the combos. You get 2 for $6.99 each.
Have you tried that crust, that stuffed crust pizza yet?
Yeah, it's gross.
I figured as
Yeah,
much.
because if you wait like 30 minutes, that cheese becomes like a rubber tire. It's like I don't want to eat a rubber tire. This is disgusting. Give me a flipping break.
Hey, listen, you know what? I've been able to put pizza back in my diet.
Okay, but that's
So
good.
I still play it safe. I got a cheese pizza.
Okay.
Extra cheese. So it's like, so I got this pizza, and
Is it
in
a
the
name
Northeast-
brand or is it like a local person again?
it's a local person.
Oh, brother.
So it's like, but again, I grew up in the Northeast, and we called it scamotes.
Mm-hmm.
Again, and this guy puts cheese on like New York pizza makers make pizza. And it's like, it's thick and it's gooey. And when it's warm, but boy, once it cools off,
Ting,
it's
ting,
like,
ting, 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 ting,
you
ting,
are,
ting.
you're like chewing forever. You look like a cow chewing a cud, man. It's like, because it's gone rolling around and back.
But here's my argument. Like, I'll go online and I'll order the 2 for $6.99 each, and then, but it comes up and it goes, would you like this delivered? I'm like, no. You're like a mile down the road. I'm not going to pay an extra $26 for a $19 order. Now it's up to $50 to get 2 pizzas delivered to my doorstep. And I got to give this guy a tip for delivering, for getting in his car and dropping it off where I could have done the same damn thing. No. Dan Mayson is going to get in his car and he's going to drive down there. He's going to pick up the damn pizza. And they're like, would you like curbside pickup? No, because you'll want a tip on that one. I'm coming in, you're flipping doors. I'm going to open up the door. It's going to go bing, boom. And they're all going to turn and go, holy crap, someone just walked in our store. Yeah, it's me. I'm here to pick up my 2 pizzas that I paid $6.99 each for, buddy boy. I'm not paying any damn tip to take it out of the box and hand it to me 3 feet away. If you want, I'll walk over to the tray and go pick up. I can read. It says right here, Dan Ucking Mason. I'm going to pick up my own damn pizza. You don't have to move a muscle, you little son of a biscuit eater. Jeez. If I want any less service, if I'm looking for less service, I'll go to Brimley's. I'm had it with you people. It's like, what how on topic can you want a tip? You want a tip? Do you know there are self-checkout places?
Don't take checks from people you don't know.
There are self-checkout places will ask for a tip. Self-checkout.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just that. Listen, I don't get paid by the grocery store.
No.
And so I'm not doing their job.
Oh, I'll do the self-checkout.
You're going to open up one of those registers and put one of those big fat women behind the cash register and take my order.
No, because then they're going to talk to me.
That is, oh man. Does that annoy you as much as it annoys me?
Yes, because
I don't go to the grocery store to get conversation.
No, I got the Northeast attitude. Like, here's my crap. Here's my credit card. Shut up.
Shut up. That's it. Again, just pack it in the bag.
Hey, honey, what you gonna do with them ham slices? Now, if you go over to aisle 7, you can get some maple syrup, and you can pour that right on top. I got a dish to go, and it is so delicious.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's like Lay's has gotten into making flavored chips.
Yes,
they have a cheddar. They have a cheddar.
They have a cheddar.
They have a cheddar cheese.
They have a cheddar cheese. Come on, say it.
They've got French. No, let's see. It's like sour cream and onion.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so I had gotten my bag of cheddar cheese, and I think I got I might have got the onion and garlic, right?
Okay.
So the woman's she's at the checkout and she's scanning and she gets to my chips and she goes, "Have you ever tried that pineapple chip?"
Yes, I've tried their pineapple chip. I put it on top of my pizza.
I'm like, leave me alone.
These are really good. But you know what you could do? You could take the peanut M&Ms and you put them right on top of the pizza and you let the whole thing melt in. Oh my gosh. And then the peanuts, they're nice and crisp. And then you crack them up and you lay them on top of the pizza. And then you get some dry mustard. And you sprinkle the dry mustard on top of the pizza. It is so good. And then you get some red pepper flakes. Have you ever tried the red pepper flakes? They're really delicious. And then what you do is you get a Dr. Pepper. Oh, Dr. Pepper is delicious. And then you bring it down to a syrup.
You see now why I really need a couple of weeks away from this guy.
Oh, my gosh. We'll be back on June 15th. So
today is the 1st.
That's right. That's right, JD. Today's the 1st.
Remember that because next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing something on the 2nd, not saying it's the 3rd.
Hey, Google, if you're listening, it's 2025.
That's right. Doggone it. Hey, listen, I hope to see you a lot better in a couple of weeks.
That would be awesome. I can't wait. I'm excited for you. I really am.
No, here's what you're excited about because you're tired of looking for music for me and having to put the system together. So it's like you're thinking, boy, when he can see, he can do this stuff himself.
Wait till I put the program on his computer, and he's like, oh my gosh, look, I just click here, I do this, I click here, I do this, I get all the music I want.
No, actually, I kind of hear it like, Dad?
Yeah?
Me.
Listen,
God. I was using it and all of a sudden...
We're sorry. The number you've dialed has been disconnected. Please check the number and dial again. This is a recording.
I like the way they also give you P449.
Like, hey, I wrote down P449. What's your problem, honey? I couldn't dial the number. Yeah, it's a bad number.
Again, like I say, I also don't like grocery stores where the checkout women are all so friendly. I'm not your baby. I'm not your sweetie. I'm not done.
Okay, honey.
Say goodbye, Dan.
Goodbye, Dan. Say goodbye, JD.
Goodbye, JD. People are going to go, who the hell are those guys?
Why did I just waste an entire hour listening to this crap?
Oh, you loved it, and you'll be back on the 15th.
That's right. See y'all soon. Bye.